It's a rental. It's just a rental. It's not my car.
Ottawa
Actually,
University.
in my car, we wouldn't have even noticed it. But
Oh Jesus!
it's just stuffing away.
You
Closest-
parked there 10
closest-
minutes before.
Closest point to anywhere is a straight line. I was taking a straight
And
line.
she literally tells you there's a curve there, and
You fucking hit the gas.
you just
Jesus Christmas.
kept going. Coffee sprayed everywhere.
Hey, look, we only have a half a tank of gas. Let's see if we
Oh,
can get to empty.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I can't.
All right, so good morning, everyone. And as you can see, we have the fabulous Anastasia Beaverhausen back with
Anastasia
us.
Beaverhausen in the house.
See, not only do we get ostriches and screwing tortoise, we get the walker.
You compare me to ostriches.
He's not good at the word
This
association.
is a trip for everyone.
the
Karen.
video that you obsessively watch over and over.
Greg,
Feed the tortoises.
Greg, what are you doing to Donatello? Well, someone was arguing with me that they weren't making any noise or humping, but
I just was not close enough to hear the audio on that until it was repeated on video 34 times last
Greg,
Feed the tortoises.
Greg, what are you doing to Donatello?
times last night while you edited.
And this morning.
Yeah, what was his name? Chad was making some wild noises there, stuff you can't unhear. So yeah, so we couldn't finish 2022's Adventures, being the fifth one, without a little love from Karen. We haven't seen her in a while. So what have you been up to, Karen? What's new and exciting?
I moved. I started a new job.
So pretty much everything.
Everything is brand new.
Kept the kids the same. You didn't trade those in for new ones.
Cooper started a new high school.
Excellent.
All is good here in the Phoenix. And Kirsten?
People are honking at you.
I'm not me.
That guy
not me.
literally just
Not
honked
me.
at you.
What do we want to do? The guy's
don't
pulling
know.
in front of me. I can't. I can only do so much. So
That guy just flipped you off.
fine.
Fine.
I will hit the
I don't
button
know
for the
what's
gun
happening.
turrets on this car.
It's not a Republican vehicle.
It's not. It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid, right? So it's only Nerf guns on the side of the vehicle, not real guns.
Air powered.
Air powered soft.
And then today we're going to Frank's house.
We're going to Frank's house.
Tell us about Frank's house.
We are going to Taliesin West, which is the winter residence of the now deceased Frank Lloyd Wright. He spent his summers up in the Chicago area, I believe it is.
Yes,
Correct me if I'm
and
wrong.
I have done the Chicago tour.
Oh, you have, for his home there.
Yes.
So when his health started to fail, he came out here to visit, and his health started to fail, so he decided to build out here. The
That's
thing
when he
that I
fell in
think
love
is going to
that's when
be,
he fell in love with Karen, right?
well, it's a little,
He moved here for Karen.
right, a long time ago. But what I find interesting is that he took this gaggle of budding architects with him. Like,
Scooped him up.
no,
Abducted.
this was a cash making scheme of the second wife, who to earn money when he was not making money architecting. He was teaching. He was mentoring. Your favorite word in the world, mentoring people. But so
Was
they
he a
would-
cartographer?
He was not. He was an architect. So he's a cartographer of houses. How's that?
Perfect.
And then we're going to, after that,
The Mystery House,
the Mystery House.
where it's a whole residence and compound built from found materials.
Like Karen's CDs and DVDs that she gave away.
I think it was made prior to the donation of her
Of such
electronic media.
Wouldn't that be hysterical? There's a wall with a bunch of Karen's like, wait a minute, this is the Beauty and the Beast I used to show Coop. It's got her name on it.
Bricks made of VHS tapes.
I can honestly say we have crossed the architectural Rubicon from Frank Lloyd Wright's house to this. A place Kirsten would call home.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. So Kirsten, I will let you start.
You're gonna defer to me.
I'm gonna defer to you because that in and of itself was that was a galaxy away from where we were this morning. Like
I'm showing you the extremes.
Oh, that was extreme. That was extreme.
She was my people, to be clear.
Oh, obviously. I have no doubt that woman and you would have been
Obviously.
besties.
I would have been out getting her some. She needed some more skulls in there, definitely.
I mean that.
She needed more skulls.
I like how.
Oh, I would have done that up like an ossuary.
I like how I could do whatever I wanted at Frank Lloyd Wright. Video, everything. This guy's, yeah, no video. What am I concealing here? What is there that we're hiding?
We could have asked them if there was a separate fee for extra videography. Like, where did we do that? Where did you have to pay extra? Oh,
in Italy, was it? In Italy?
No, somewhere. Down in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I had to pay extra.
Where are you going? Oh, what?
We're off-roading it.
Well, because
At the Mystery Castle.
We're going to off-road to the Mystery Castle. Yeah. I mean, I've... And she lived there. Like,
you
that's
bet
the
your ass
crazy
she
shit.
did.
She lived there. Like, I mean, it's very similar to your house.
That's a
Limited-
lot of parallels.
Limited water,
Limited
and
areas in the house that have water.
limited electricity, and kind of a confined space. So definitely I see some similarities there in the architectural stylings.
Right. I mean, that house would not be practical in New York because it would be hard to keep warm.
You'd freeze your boobs off.
It's a good winter place to have down here in Arizona.
And like Karen was saying, where were you this morning? Frank Lloyd Wright. Who's that?
Who asked you that?
When you told everybody in the room
That we went to. Oh, people didn't know who Frank was?
No.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you took time out of your day to come find this place.
How could you not find the other?
Well, I mean, they're not advertising in the same places to be sure. But I mean, kooky, recluse house.
Right.
Crazy architect from the turn of the 20th century.
Well, they existed at the same time.
Good point. They were building.
At the same time.
They were, what's that? Contemporaries. That's the word I'm trying to find.
He was like the anarchist.
He was the antithesis of Frank Lloyd Wright. He was the anti-right. He was wrong. He was so right, he was wrong.
That was some feng shui up there, man. Come on.
He was the Frank Lloyd Wright.
Right, that's what it said on that one thing. That was awesome.
I know. It kept on saying that everywhere in the place it said Frank Lloyd Wright. I don't know why.
What the hell is this talking about? I don't
and
understand.
The
The cats shit was
the pet rocks that were actually animals.
Painted, right.
As animals, yeah.
And
Well, that's a folk art thing, to be clear.
Sorry. The
More like a
woman
fuck
lived
art.
there until 2010.
Right. She had running water and she had a sink and a fridge and a stove. What else did you need?
She had no air conditioning. Do you understand that it gets to 120?
220? You can boil water there.
120.
120.
I mean, I just can't. I mean,
That was.
how does a normal functioning person go, I'm gonna live in that?
Well, she lived in that till from 20.
Okay. To be clear, no mortgage. She owned that free and clear.
Oh.
I mean, what kind of income was she pulling in?
Well, $10 a head.
Tours?
$10. You figure.
Wait, have you guys seen the documentary about the two crazy women that live in that house? I think in New York.
Oh, the Long Island one.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Right. there was.
I mean, it was incredible in its own lane. In its own category.
It is its own category.
It definitely its own category. Yes.
But when you come from Frank Lloyd Wright
To that.
you're like, what?
I mean, it's yeah.
And
It's like going from Windsor Castle to Shrek's place.
Yeah.
It's a dichotomy.
Oh, quite the dichotomy. And I will say, when I went to tag the photo, Facebook doesn't know it exists. What does that tell
Maybe
you?
that's
they
a
want
bunch
it that way. They're off the grid.
They're barely got electricity there. They're barely on a grid, and there's no Wi-Fi. So.
And it was a little weird when I was like, when's the last time somebody's lived here? And the guy's like, well, besides us that run this place, I was like, what? You guys live? Have you seen the stains on the bed sheets?
Again, it's a Dateline nightmare. Keith Morrison could have walked out talking about the crime scene.
They were carny.
Friends of the family, man.